Alright, what's going on, guys? It's been a long time, and I promise that's gonna be the last time you hear that. But in this video, we're gonna be taking a dive into all the paranormal entities in Dandadan. With the recent spike in popularity due to the anime being dropped weekly, it's becoming pretty popular, and popular is an understatement. We'll be exploring the mysterious world of aliens, spirits, yokai, and cryptids, and how these supernatural beings play their roles in the story, and also contrasting a little bit about their strength compared to one another. I'm not going too in-depth about it to avoid spoilers, and the series is still ongoing, so I'll just say this. Spoilers ahead. First, let's talk about the aliens in Dandadan. These beings are pretty much known for their advanced technology with spaceships, teleportation devices, and nanoskin like we saw in the first episode and also chapter 1 of the manga with the Serpos. They're one of the central antagonists in the story, and most of humanity is unaware of their existence. This is because of the aliens' ability to hide in what's called empty space, but it's pretty much a dimension only visible to those who are spiritually aware. Who knows, maybe I'll take a spin back and talk about it in a separate video. While the various races of aliens within the galactic system have made themselves known amongst each other, humanity remains the only known species who are foreign to their existence, with only a few humans who believe that they're real. Based off a series of conspiracy theories, you know, like our boy Okarun. Aliens are technologically advanced, but they are a scientific-driven force of nature, at least nature where they come from. Yokais, spirits, and cryptids are supernatural beings. Their power makes no sense in the laws of nature, so when you put science versus fiction, when one can break the laws of the other, you have a clear winner on which has the potential to be stronger. Next up, we have the spirits, which are pretty much deceased humans who haven't crossed over to the afterlife. These spirits possess auras that sustain their existence, and without it, they fade into nothingness. Spirits bound to the earth are tied to specific places due to strong emotional attachments, and they become impossible to exorcise unless they leave their territory. Spirits in Dandadan are also attracted to life force energy, which is the reason why they often target the living. One of the classifications include yokai, who are often malevolent or evil spirits that are hostile to humans. In fact, speaking of yokais, let's talk more about them since they are what I would call a subtype under spirits. So now, we come to yokais. These apparitions or evil spirits are some of the most feared beings in Dandadan. The first example of one we saw was actually Turbo Granny herself in episode 1 and chapter 1 of the manga. Yokai steal life force energy from humans in a desperate attempt to be resurrected. They are spirits of humans who have unfinished business in the land of the living and manifest through negativity and grudges, and are often warped versions of their once human selves. This is the reason why we see them typically seek out humans with very high spiritual power to take over. One infamous example is the mountain yokai, who are worshipped as gods and are so powerful that possession by one can break down human cells, causing them to lose their minds, leading to madness or death. These apparitions come in different shapes and sizes and can be identified by their unique characteristics. A yokai's notoriety is tied to their strength and the fear humans have of them, making them mostly legends and folktales. What I like about the series is honestly that these spirits have deeply rooted connections to Japanese folklore, but Dandadan makes their abilities to new heights. I'll be talking about these entities more and more on the channel, along with their ties to Japanese folklore, so make sure to stick around for more. Aliens might cause suffering by expansion and imperialism, bringing death and destruction to every world they put their attention on. But yokai are born out of suffering, drawing power from it. In other words, aliens can't beat the yokai because their tactics are what feeds the latter's power. It's like trying to get rid of smoke with fire, and it will just make more smoke. Finally, I've seen some people feel a bit odd that cryptids were added after being focused on aliens and spirits so much. Dandadan is about the paranormal on the broadest sense, so cryptids are totally in theme. It has to be stated though, in Japan, yokai can be synonymous with cryptids, and they are often not spirits like the kappa. However, the thing disqualifying all of them from being yokai is that there are no folklore aspects to these characters, and they are relatively modern to be considered one, even in their country of origin. But then again, most spirits we've seen in the manga are contemporary and in the realm of urban legends instead of folklore. Who knows, maybe the term yokai is more loose in Dandadan, and there will be one thing that connects all of the weird monsters and spirits in the story together. I mean, the Flatwoods monster is also a cryptid. Okarun name drops him as such. Admittedly, he's a weird one, being both cryptid and alien in design, and also yokai in nature. But we do see this being the earliest point of cryptids in the story. In my opinion though, being urban legends doesn't make them yokai. Like I said, yokai are cursed spirits born from regretful deceased people, which is not the case for the Mongolian worm and Nessie. Cryptids are mysterious creatures born from human sightings like Bigfoot and Mothman. So Nessie and the worm fit pretty well into this category. Subterraneans is just the Viz Media translation to most people use now, but their name in Japanese translates to nightcrawlers, so they are probably based on the Fresno Nightcrawler, who is a cryptid too. Anyways, that wraps up our video breakdown of all the paranormal entities and types in Dandadan. Aliens, spirits, yokais, cryptids, bringing all of their unique blend of mystery, power, and fear to the series, making it a pretty unforgettable experience for fans, especially ones of the paranormal and supernatural. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about the anime so far. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed, subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite series. If you're not already, drop a comment if you can, follow me on Twitter, link is down below. Other than that, hope you guys are doing good, and peace.
My thoughts are like a bright symphony. I'm simply changing everything that I begin to see mentally, but physically I plan to change history.